Jordan, there are lines you don't cross until someone makes you want to. Sienna, alone in the locker room, texting. The name, Jay, appears on screen. Message reads, "Thanks for believing in me today." Jordan sees a message. He types something. Stops. Deletes. Puts the phone down. Later that night, rain tapping against the window, Sienna walks into the empty gym. She picks up a ball, starts shooting free throws alone. A voice from behind. "Jordan, you really don't sleep, do you?" She turns, startled, but smiles. Sienna, sleeps for people who already made it. A beat. Silence. "Jordan, you're getting closer than you think." They shoot together. Laugh. A shot goes wild and they chase the ball, accidentally brushing hands. He steps back instantly. "Jordan, we shouldn't be alone here." Sienna, "But we are." The air grows heavy. Unspoken. Unsaid. She looks at him like she knows he won't admit it. Not yet. Next morning, at practice, the tension is different. Sharper. Teammates notice the way his eyes find her too often. Kayla nudges Sienna on the bench. "Kayla, Coach Blake looks like he's got a crush." "Spill." Sienna, "There's nothing. He's just tough on me." Kayla smirks. But her smile fades when she sees Ezra, Sienna's ex, watching nearby with suspicion. Later, after practice, Ezra confronts her outside. "Ezra, he's not into you. He's using you. That's what coaches do." Sienna, "Don't mistake your bitterness for truth." "Ezra, you're gonna get boned." He walks off. She stays still, shaken. In the following days, Jordan avoids her. Practices are distant. His eyes don't meet hers. She fumbles plays. Looks lost. Finally, she corners him after everyone leaves. "Sienna, what changed?" "Jordan, you deserve a clear path, not rumors." Sienna, "But I want you in it." He doesn't answer, just walks away. That night, Sienna sends a voice memo. "Sienna, I'd rather lose a season than lose the way you made me feel like I mattered. Like I was more than the mess I came from." She doesn't send it. Game day arrives. Pressure is high. Sienna plays her heart out, scoring, leading. The crowd roars. Jordan watches like he's never seen her before. After the game, Coach Terry calls Jordan into his office. A folder on the desk. Photos inside blurry, but damning. Him and Sienna alone in the gym. Late. Too close. "Terry, they're watching. They'll come for your license. You need to end this. Now." Cut to Jordan sitting alone in the locker room. Then to Sienna, walking in slowly, knowing something's wrong. "Jordan, we can't talk like this anymore." She flinches. "It's like ice." Sienna, "So it was all performance?" Jordan, "It was a mistake." Her voice cracks. Sienna, "Then why does it still feel like the only thing that's real?" Silence. He can't answer. She walks out, tears on her cheeks, hiding them from everyone else. Weeks pass. Sienna plays, performs, breaks records, but she's colder, distant. Jordan remained professional, emotionless. Terry's watching. The pressure is on. Then, at a tournament after party, Ezra finds her alone. "Ezra, told you he'd break you." Sienna, "No, I broke because I let fear win." Suddenly she grabs her phone, opens a draft she never sent. "Sienna, maybe we were wrong to want something that could ruin us. But I'd rather ruin everything than pretend I didn't feel it." She hits send. Jordan alone in his apartment, looking at old team photos. Phone vibrates. He reads a message. Frozen. Next morning, gym is quiet. Practice is done. Sienna's waiting. "Sienna, you don't have to say anything. I just needed you to know. I don't regret it." He walks up to her. His voice is soft. "Jordan, they told me I had to choose between my job and what I feel for you." A pause. "Jordan, I quit this morning." She gasps. "Jordan, I'd rather lose everything than lose the only person who ever made me forget the rules." Sienna is now a national player. She walks off the court to a crowd of reporters. One of them asks, "Reporter, what pushed you to be this great?" She looks straight into the camera. Smiles. "Sienna, someone once told me I deserved to shine. I believed him." Flashback blending into present day. Jordan watches from the sidelines as Sienna nails a perfect three-pointer. A slight smile escapes him. Jordan, they said she was a risk. But the truth is, I was the one losing control. Cut to Sienna tying her shoes. Jordan kneels to fix an ankle strap. Their hands meet for a beat too long. Their eyes lock. Kayla, you too training. Off flirting. Sienna laughs, a little too hard. Jordan stands up too quickly. Nervous energy swirls around them like static. Later that night, empty gym. Sienna is the last one there. Jordan walks past, sees her shooting alone. Jordan, you should rest. Sienna, you think I'll ever be good enough to rest? He hesitates, then walks in, picks up a ball. Jordan, let me help. They train. His hand brushes her waist. She leans into his voice. Breath shortens. Time slows. She turns around. Sienna, is this still training? He freezes. Looks at her. Looks at the exit. Jordan, I can't cross that line. Sienna, then stop looking at me like you already have. Silence. Then she walks away. The next day, tension. Cold glances. He avoids her eyes during drills. She plays sloppier. Frustration mounting. Later, she gets a message. Let's talk. Locker room. After practice. Jay. She walks in. His pacing. Jordan. This what Teva's happening it can't. I'll lose everything. Sienna. So will I. But I'd rather lose everything than keep pretending. He moves closer, wanting, resisting. Jordan. You're 20. You've got a career ahead. Dreams. I'm just a deed you'll regret. Sienna. Then let me take it. Their lips almost touch, but he pulls back. Jordan. I can't protect you from this. From them. Sienna. Then don't protect me. Choose me. Suddenly, the door creaks. A figure slips away unnoticed. Kayla? Ezra? The danger rises. Cut to Coach Terry's office. A folder is placed on the desk. Blurry pictures. Whispers of misconduct. Terry, we run a program, not a romance novel. Jordan sits in silence. Terry, if this gets out, you're gone. She's gone. Cut to Sienna at home. Her phone buzzes. A message from Jordan. We need space. She stays at it, unreadable. Next practice, she's focused. Cold, he keeps his distance. Kayla watches them both. Kayla, you don't have to break yourself just because he's afraid. Sienna, I'm not broken, just wide awake now. Terry suspends him temporarily. Public doesn't know yet. Sienna finds out, storms into Jordan's apartment. Sienna, you think hiding protects me? It just makes it look like I wasn't worth the risk. He looks exhausted. Jordan, I don't want to be the reason they take your future. Sienna, you're not. But losing you feels like they already did. She walks out, his world quiet. Final game of the season. Jordan secretly shows up, watching from the shadows. Sienna's on fire. At the buzzer, she scores. Team explodes in cheers. Camera flashes. Reporters flood the court. Reporter, what pushed you to play like that? Sienna, someone once believed in me when no one else did, even when he wasn't allowed to. Gasps. Whispers. She walks off the court. Outside the arena, Jordan is waiting. She runs into him. Sienna, I'm not hiding anymore. Are you? He takes her hand. This time, he doesn't let go. Jordan, no more sidelines. No more rules. They walk into the night together. Sienna stands alone in the locker room, heart pounding as she rereads a note. You deserve to shine. Jay, she folds it gently, as if afraid it might tear the thin thread between them. Outside, the gym is quiet. Everyone's gone home. She steps onto the hardwood, finding him already there. Jordan bounces a basketball without looking at her, but she knows he heard her come in. She walks up slowly. He turns. For a second, neither of them says a word. He hands her the ball. She shoots. Misses. He retrieves it. Moves behind her. Shoulders square. Keep your wrist relaxed, he says, adjusting her hand. His voice is soft now, not coach-like. It sends a shiver through her. She makes a shot. Why do you care so much? She asks, barely above a whisper. He hesitates, eyes searching hers. Because you remind me of who I used to be before the rules. There's silence. Tension thickens. They lean in without meaning to. Their faces are inches apart. She can feel his breath. He wants to kiss her. She wants it too. But the echo of a door slamming down the corridor makes them jump apart. He backs away, eyes on the ground. You should get home, he mutters. Then is gone. Sienna stays there, stunned, every cell in her body buzzing. The next morning, practice feels colder. Jordan barely looks her way. He yells more, corrects every movement. She knows it's guilt, or fear, or both. Teammates notice. Whispers fly. Kayla sits beside her during water break. Did something happen with you and Coach Blake? Sienna forces a shrug. Nothing worth gossiping about. But Kayla sees the pain hiding behind her eyes. Be careful. People are watching. Ezra's definitely watching. And Ezra is. From across the gym, arms crossed, a storm brewing behind his smack. After practice, Jordan finds Sienna packing up. He wants to say something. She does too, but neither of them do. That night, at home, Sienna recorded a voice memo she never sends. I don't know when it started, or why it feels like breathing when you're near, but pretending it's nothing is harder than hiding it. The next morning, an anonymous text appears on her phone. His using you. Open your eyes. No name, but she knows it's Ezra. She deletes it, blocks a number. At school, things get worse. A blurry photo surfaces her and Jordan in the gym late at night. Too close. It spreads fast. Sienna hears it whispered in hallways. Coach's favorite. Wonder what she did to earn her spot. Her hands tremble. She shoves her phone deep in her bag. Terry calls Jordan into his office. Lays the photo on the table. You know how this looks, he says. Whether it's true or not, it can destroy her. It'll definitely destroy you. Jordan doesn't defend himself. He knows Terry's right. That night, he texts Sienna, we need space. She reads it, blinks hard, then again, as if staring long enough will change the words. She doesn't reply, just sits in the dark, surrounded by silence. The next few days are a blur. She plays harder, colder. Every basket is a scream she doesn't let out. Every block, every run is pain sharpened into performance. But her eyes scan the sidelines after every shot. He's never there. Then one night, he is. She walks into the gym after hours. He's sitting on the bleachers. I keep telling myself to forget, he says, to pretend none of it meant anything. She walks to him, slowly, and she asks, I'm failing. She sits beside him. Their shoulders touch. She leans into him gently. We already lost the illusion, she whispers. Why keep losing each other? He looks at her, really looks, then stands, paces, torn between love and consequence. I can't be the reason your future gets ripped apart. She walks over to him. You're not the reason. The system is. The fear is. But you? You made me believe I could be more. He exhales shakily, brushes her hair back behind her ear. You were already more. I just saw it first. This time, there's no door to interrupt. No noise. No fear strong enough. He kisses her. It's slow, soft, and then everything. The next morning, he hands his resignation letter to Terry. Quietly, no drama. Later that day, reporters show up at practice. A leaked email, a photo, a quote. Questions fly. Jordan's already gone. Sienna is left in the center of it all. At the next game, the crowd is louder than ever. Some boo, some cheer. Sienna ignores them all. She scores. Again. A career high. She doesn't smile once. When the final buzzer sounds, a reporter asks her on live TV, do you have anything to say to your coach? She looks straight into the camera. I hope you're watching. I'm not the girl they said you broke. I'm the woman you helped build. After the cameras go off, she leaves quietly. Days later, a bell chimes over a small cafe door. Jordan looks up from his laptop. She walks in. They say nothing for a second. Just breathe. He stands. You sure? He asks. She steps forward, takes his hand. I've never been more sure. He smiles. I hear you're the star now. She laughs. No, I just stopped hiding. And they sit, hand in hand, in the corner of a quiet place where love is no longer a scandal, just a choice they made together. Lights dim. Music swells. Outside, it begins to rain. Ezra watches from the sidelines, arms crossed, jaw clenched. His eyes lock on Jordan and Sienna. Jordan leans in to adjust her footing, his hand grazing her lower back as he murmurs a correction. She nods, focused, but Ezra only sees closeness. Chemistry. Something forbidden. Something he no longer has. That night, Ezra's voice is heard over the sound of bouncing balls and squeaking sneakers. Funny how hard some people rise when the coach is so hands-on. The court quiets. A few snickers ripple through the team. Sienna's eyes narrow. Jordan hears it but says nothing. He walks away instead, choosing silence over scandal. Later, whispers float like smoke through locker room walls. Coach's favorite. I heard she was in his office after hours. No wonder she's on the starting lineup. Sienna hears it all. Her grip on her gym bag tightens. In Coach Terry's office, the mood is tense. Terry slams the door behind Jordan. This is your final season. Terry says, eyes sharp, no distractions, no headlines, and definitely no scandals. Understand? Jordan nods once, but something inside him shifts. A sinking guilt mixed with a stubborn ache. Outside, Sienna overhears fragments through the door. She walks away before she hears too much. Later that afternoon, she storms into the film room. Jordan is there alone. They treat me like I don't belong here unless it's for drama, she snaps. Her voice is shaky, but her eyes burn with fire. He stands slowly, facing her. You do belong, he says quietly. More than anyone here. Don't let them rewrite your story. She looks at him, really looks, but instead of softening, she turns and walks out. No words, no goodbye. That night, both lie awake in separate rooms, phones in hand, screens glowing with unsent texts. Jordan types, I'm sorry they're making you feel small. Deletes it. Sienna types, I don't care what they think. I just want to know what you think. Deletes it too. Their rooms are silent. Their hearts are loud. The next day, practice runs like a machine, but the gears grind. Sienna plays sharper, faster, more aggressive. Jordan yells instructions with an edge. They don't look at each other, but every glance avoided feels heavier than the ones they used to steal. During drills, Sienna collides with a teammate. The gym freezes. Jordan rushes over, concern written all over his face. Their eyes meet. For a split second, the world forgets they are not supposed to care. Ezra doesn't miss it. Neither does Kayla. Later, Ezra confronts Sienna outside. You know how this ends, right? He says. You fall. He walks away clean. She squares her shoulders. That's what you're hoping for, isn't it? Ezra leans closer. Hope? No. I'll make sure of it. That night, an anonymous tip lands in Coach Terry's inbox. Attached, a photo of Jordan and Sienna, blurry but intimate late in the gym. Hands touching, faces close. The walls begin to close in. Sienna receives a DM, sleeping your way into the game. Another, you'll always be someone's shortcut. She hurls her phone across the room, breathing heavy, broken. She storms into the gym, late night again. Jordan is already there, sitting on the bleachers, the weight of everything sitting on his shoulders. They are coming for you, she says. He nods slowly. Let them. No, this isn't just about you, she fires back. They'll twist it, and I'll be the headline. I know, he replies. That's why I'm going to resign. Take the heat. Her voice cracks, and disappear like nothing ever mattered. It's the only way you can keep playing, he says. She walks up to him, every step aching. Don't make this about protecting me, she says. If you leave, you're not saving me. You're abandoning the one person who finally believed in something real. Jordan stands, inches from her. I didn't mean to feel this, he whispers, but I can't unfeel it either. She leans in, whispering, then stop pretending. He kisses her. It's not perfect. It's not safe, but it's real. Outside the gym, someone watches. A phone camera glows in the dark. Recording. Waiting. The next morning, the video leaks. Social media explodes. Headlines. Opinions. Judgment. The story spreads like wildfire. Coach and player court and after-hours embrace. Professional line or personal affair. Rising star or rule breaker. The school launches an investigation. Jordan is suspended. Sienna is benched for optics. She walks down the hall, eyes follow her, whispers like daggers. But she holds her head high. Terry corners her in the corridor. You can save your spot. Publicly denounce him. Say he took advantage. She looks him in the eye. No, I loved him. You don't get to rewrite my story either. At a press conference, reporters swarm. Cameras flash. Sienna steps to the MIC. I didn't fall in love with a coach. I fell in love with someone who saw value in me when I didn't see it myself. If that breaks your rules, maybe it's time to rewrite them. Silence. Then applause from the back. A slow clap. Jordan, standing far behind, tears in his eyes. He never said a word, but she didn't need him to. Weeks later, Sienna returns to the court. Alone. No team. No crowd. Just a ball. And a memory. Then footsteps. Jordan walks in, casual, quiet. I'm not your coach anymore, he says. Good, she smiles. Because I've got something better. She throws the ball. He catches it. The camera pans back. Two silhouettes on the court. No secrets. No scandals. Just two people, finally unafraid to stand in the light. The sound of the ball echoing in the gym is the only thing left between them until it isn't. They walk off, side by side. And this time, no one can stop them. Then footsteps. He turns. Sienna stands at the end of the hall in an oversized hoodie and hotel slippers. Her hair still wet from the game, eyes darker than usual. She walks toward him slowly, every step deliberate, as if she's dared herself to do it. Tell me to go, she whispers, and I will. He doesn't say anything, doesn't breathe. She's inches from him now. You won't, she says, almost smiling, almost crying. I can't, he admits. She leans in. Their lips meet. It's not soft. It's not clean. It's full of everything they've been holding in. Fear, longing, guilt, need. The kiss is fire underwater, hot and impossible. His hand finds her waist, her fingers in his hair. Their bodies press against the wall like they are trying to disappear into each other. The hallway is quiet except for the sound of their hearts pounding. When they finally pull away, neither of them speaks. Their foreheads rest together, their breath shallow. They are not sure what just happened, but they are certain it was real. Room 218, she says, quietly, before slipping away. He watches her walk down the hall, then disappears behind his own door, running both hands through his hair, heart racing, already unraveling. The next morning, rain has stopped, but tension hangs heavier than the clouds. At breakfast, Sienna avoids everyone's eyes. Kayla watches her closely, then glances toward Jordan, who sits 3 tables away, staring at a piece of toast he hasn't touched. Ezra walks in late, sunglasses on indoors, smirking like he already knows something. Later that day, on the bus ride home, Jordan pretends to review game footage. But every time Sienna shifts in her seat, he glances up. Their eyes meet once. She gives a tiny shake of her head. Not here, not now. Back at campus, she finds a note slipped into her locker. I don't regret a single second, but I need to be better for both of us. Jay. Her fingers tremble. She puts it in her pocket, not ready to face it yet. But it's too late. By evening, a photo surfaces. A hotel hallway. Grainy, but unmistakable. A frame caught from a security camera. 2 figures close. Very close. Comments pour in. Court. Guess coach was scoring off court too. Player of the game, and the coach. Screenshots flood group chats. Terry calls Jordan into his office again. His voice is low, bitter. This was your last chance. I told you. You blew it. Jordan doesn't argue. He nods once, shoulders heavy, then hands Terry a folded letter, already typed it this morning. Terry unfolds it. Resignation. Sienna finds out before the official announcement. She runs across campus, heart pounding, finds Jordan walking to his car, bag over his shoulder, door already open. "You were just going to disappear," she yells, breathless. "You deserve to play without this storm over your head," he says, "without people whispering every time you shoot." "I don't care what they say." "Well, I do," he snaps, then softens. "About you. I care what they do to you. I couldn't live with it." She steps closer. "Then live with me." He closes his eyes. "It's not that easy." "Yes, it is," she says. "We already crossed the line. We might as well hold hands while we walk through the fire." He stares at her for a long time. Then he kisses her again. This time it's different. Not desperate. Not guilty. Just real. Flash forward 2 weeks. Jordan is gone from the team. A new assistant coach steps in. The media has moved on, but some still whisper. Ezra still sneers. Kayla still side-eyes everything. But Sienna plays like her heart's on fire. She scores. She leads. She becomes captain. After one win, reporters surround her. "What changed for you this season?" one asks. She looks straight into the camera. "I stopped pretending I had to be small just to fit where they thought I belonged." Jordan watches from the stands in the far back corner. No one knows he's there. But when she looks up, she sees him. He raises one hand in a silent cheer. She smiles. Later that night, she finds him waiting by the bike racks. Rain starts again. The same way it did that night. "No more sneaking around," she says. "No more hiding," he promises. She reaches for his hand. "Then let's stop walking like this is something we have to run from." They walk off together under the streetlights, soaked, glowing, unafraid. This time, the storm doesn't scare them. It sets them free. A shaky phone video hits social media just after midnight. Blurry, dark, but unmistakable. A hotel hallway. A kiss. A shadowy figure stepping into another. Two silhouettes melting into each other before slipping out of frame. The caption reads, "Looks like Coach is a favorite after all eyes." By morning, it's everywhere. The gym is silent. Players scroll through their phones, eyes wide. Practice is suspended. Terry storms into his office, slams the door shut behind Jordan. "Is it real?" Terry asks, voice cold. Jordan stands still, jaw clenched. "If that video is what it looks like, you're done. This team's done. We don't just lose games, we lose trust. Respect. Funding. You get it." Jordan doesn't blink. "Yes, sir." Outside the office, whispers ripple across the team. Kayla looks at Sienna, who stays straight ahead, lips pressed tight, refusing to flinch. Ezra watches smugly from the corner, arms folded like a man who already saw this coming. That evening, a formal inquiry begins. Jordan is told to stay away from the gym. Sienna is called in first. She walks into the conference room where Terry and school officials sit waiting. They ask the question carefully, but it hangs heavy. "Was the video real? Did you initiate it?" She swallows hard. Her voice shakes. "It was my fault," she says. "I kissed him, not the other way around." But before they can say anything, Jordan appears at the door. "No," he says. Everyone turns. "She's not protecting me. I crossed the line." Sienna rises. "Don't. She's 20. I'm 31. She's a player. I'm her coach. That's the line. And I crossed it." Terry looks between them, disgusted and conflicted. "Then you're both suspended," he says flatly. "Effective immediately." Outside, the air is sharp. Cold wind. A storm coming again. Sienna follows Jordan down the steps. "You didn't have to do that." "I did. Because I did worse than cross a line. I made you feel like you had to fall on your sword to protect me." They walk in silence through campus. Her hand brushes his. He lets it. News spreads fast. Coach player scandal. Suspensions rock women's basketball team. The comment sections are cruel. Her inbox floods with hate. Her scholarship is under review. Sponsors pull out. Ezra gloats. Kayla doesn't say a word, just walks past her in the hallway like she's invisible. Sienna stays home for days. Alone, Lights off, phone off. She stares at the ceiling like it's the only place that doesn't judge her. Until one morning, someone knocks on her door. It's Kayla. She walks in without asking. You made a dumb mistake, she says. But they're using you as a reason the system's broken. That's not fair. Sienna's voice cracks. I didn't mean to fall in love with him. Kayla sighs. Nobody ever means to. But if you're going down, at least go down fighting for something that mattered. Later that week, Sienna shows up at the press hearing. Cameras flash. She walks straight to the MIC. I'm not proud of the timing, or the way it happened, but I won't be ashamed of feeling something real. The only thing I regret is that they'd rather bury women for breaking rules and ask why those rules crush us in the first place. A slow, shocked silence follows. Behind the crowd, Jordan stands quietly, watching, a small, proud smile. When the hearing ends, she finds him outside. I'm not hiding anymore, she says. Then I won't either, he replies. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a letter. I declined the coaching offer at Ridgeway. Her eyes widen. That's your dream job. You're more important. She doesn't speak, just steps forward and kisses him slowly, calmly, like two people who've already lost everything and found the only thing worth keeping. A year later, Sienna's back on the court. She's stronger, fiercer. She plays for a new team now. A different college picked her up after the chaos faded. Jordan watches from the stands. He never asked for another coaching job. Sometimes, when the crowd cheers loud enough, she looks up, finds him, nods once, and he nods back. Two people who were once headlines. Now, just a woman who fought her way back into the light and a man who let her. The gym is empty, lights dim to save power. Jordan stands at center court, staring up at the ceiling like it holds the answers he can't find in himself. The sound of sneakers echoes. Sienna walks in. Her bag drops beside her. You're really doing this? She asks. Jordan nods slowly. I already toned in my resignation. Silence. You're meant to play, he says. Not get dragged down by me, by whispers, investigations, stories that aren't fair to you. You deserve more than a shadow. She walks to him, eyes wide, voice breaking. You were the first person who saw me. When no one else believed I belonged, you did. His eyes are glassy now. Now you want me to unsee you? She asks. Pretend you were just some chapter one should skip. He opens his mouth, but the words don't come. She reaches up, wipes a tear from his cheek. One slips from her own. I don't want to forget you, she whispers. I don't think I could if I tried. He steps back. Pain spreads across his face like a slow bruise. This isn't goodbye forever, he says. Just for now. She watches him walk out, a man sacrificing what he loves because he loves someone more. Everything fades. Months pass. The season ends. A new one begins. The air is lighter now. Headlines move on. The scandal dies. But Sienna doesn't. She rises. New coach. New team energy. Her name becomes a chant in the stands. Her plays are posted on sports pages. Confidence. Fire. Leadership. She owns a court now. But off it, something is missing. Quietly missing. Late one afternoon, after a long win, she steps into a small cafe near campus. It's quiet, cozy, half lit by golden sunlight. She orders her tea and turns and freezes. Jordan is there. He's sitting alone with a laptop, scouting reports open beside a half-eaten croissant. He looks up, just as surprised but not unhappy. She walks over, wordless. He closes his laptop slowly. They sit across from each other. A long moment passes, no rush to fill it. Then she speaks. Still think there are lines you can't cross. He looks at her, then down at her fingers resting near his on the table. Not anymore. Their hands drift. Fingers brush. Slowly, softly, they intertwine. The noise of the world fades behind them. No cameras, no rumors, no secrets. Just warmth. The final frame holds. Two hands tangled together in the middle of a quiet cafe, where all the noise finally stopped and love, finally, didn't have to. Fade out. Music rises. A soft heartbeat under strings. A whispered voiceover from Sienna, lingering like memory. Sometimes the biggest win isn't a trophy. It's the person still holding your hand when the game ends.